So today we're going to talk something about product cost versus period cost. So let's talk about the definition of each one. So product cost is a cost that you incur when you acquire the inventory, and you also add it into the inventory account. So some examples of product costs are transportation. So if you are transportation in cost. So if you are buying inventory from a supplier and you're paying for the transportation, you will add that to your inventory account, which means that it's going to be a product cost because you add it to the inventory. Another thing is storage costs for that specific inventory. So if you have just a storage area, you're renting a storage area for that specific inventory, then it will be a product cost. Other things are the really simple one, the price that you paid for. So if you purchase the inventory, the amount of money that you pay for those inventory is going to be a product cost because you're using that value as your inventory, putting it into the inventory account. So basically any cost that help you to get ready to sell those inventory is going to be into the product cost. And make sure that the product costs are the costs that you're going to add into the inventory account to basically increase the value of the inventory. And on this side is the period cost. So period cost is basically kind of like the opposite of the product cost. So you do not add the period cost into the inventory account. You account it as an expense. And the other term that we use for period cost is called S&A cost, which means selling and administrative cost. Some example of period cost are advertising, because it's not specific relating to one product, it's more like a company-wide cost. Another thing is sales commission. What else? Also interest, insurance, rent of a building or facility. So these are something that you would not add it to your inventory account, which also causes the selling and administrative cost, which is the period cost. So just make sure you know the difference. Product cost, you will add it to your inventory account, and period cost, you would add it to the expense category. So you account for it as an expense for period cost, but for product cost, you would not. You would add it to the inventory account to increase the value of your inventory. So those are the differences between the product cost and period cost.